Well, where are we going?
Do you want to maybe start walking down there?
Yeah.
We'll start walking down there now.
Come on, bud. Look at the big cameras on your bar. You're gonna be on TV.
He's out of here, bro. He's out of here. Josh Addo-Carr, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. How's your day been? How's everything
Day.
been for you, man?
Yeah, good, bro. Good. Settled in to Sydney. It was tough at first, bro, but yeah, finally settled in. It's been good.
How does it feel like to be back in the city?
Yeah, I love it, bro. Good to be back with family. Yeah, it's just good to start fresh again, I think.
Yeah. Well, first of all, man, I want to start off by this. I've been watching your social media and I watch the way you move and I watch you got a very interesting, take on things. And one of the things that I pay attention to is you're very involved in the Australian entertainment industry. You're one of the only athletes that like really embrace Australian artists. So that being said, who are some of your favorite Australian artists and what sort of music do you like?
Oh, I love all types of music, bro. Country, R&B, rock. I'm real old school, bro. I like.
Yeah.
Naughty by Nature, Tupac.
Yeah.
But Australian artists, Hooligan Hefs.
Yeah.
1-4.
Yeah.
Nova, is it Nova?
NASA Nova?
NASA Nova, yeah, him.
Yeah.
All those boys, nothing but respect. Those boys obviously grew up, tough and. Yeah, I can just relate to the music, bro. I love it.
And I rate that because I think it's very important that boys from different areas understand that at the end of the day, everyone's sort of born in the same situation.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the most important thing is try to feed your family. So if you're doing something productive, that's a good thing. It doesn't always have to be about this area and that area.
100%.
It's all about us as a whole Sydney trying to uplift each other.
Yo.
Tell us where we are right now.
We are in Redfern at the block, where I grew up as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of memories here. All my family, my mum's family are here. It was tough growing up here. Got a lot of violence.
Yeah.
Hey, look at these kids here running around.
This No, we like this, man. Get them on TV. This is the moment.
He's going to be on TV, look. He's going to be on TV. This is always my home and always love coming back to.
Yeah. And I guess, how did this place sort of influence who you are? What was it like growing up here and how was it?
Yeah, it was very tough, bro, very tough. I was saying to you before, no one in the outside world used to walk through here, bro. That's how tough it was. A lot of violence, a lot of drugs. My whole family grew up here. It sort of shaped me into the man I am today because I've seen a lot of people go down the wrong path and it definitely shaped me into the man I am today.
Yeah, you know what, that's one thing that I like about you because you talk about the ups, you talk about, winning club, state, national level, but you also talk a lot about, the downs that you went through. And I think people need to hear that because it's not all good, you know what I mean?
100.
But then you can get over it. And that's one thing that I've noticed about you. You're always talking about the positives. We just recently did an interview with George Cambosis and he was talking a lot about Wally Fox is your grandfather, obviously. Obviously, rest in peace. What was his influence in your life and how did he sort of impact who you are today? Yeah,
he, my grandfather Wally, he was a Australian champion boxer. Everywhere I go in Australia, everyone knew him. He fought in Australia, fought all overseas. He definitely had a massive influence in my life. He definitely grew up, in a tough life. He didn't have his mum or his dad. His dad killed himself, but just before he was born. His name was Wally Fox as well. So, he just set the platform for myself and my family to, achieve good things in life. And my grandfather was that type of person that made sure everyone was all right. He would give the shirt off his back to any of his family, and he just set the platform for myself to work hard and achieve what I wanted in life. And come down to hard work. He achieved a lot of things in life, and I just wanted to follow the footsteps he created. And I love him, bro. I love him. I miss him too.
As an athlete, especially over the last year with COVID and you guys being in lockdown and the restrictions that you guys have, there's a lot of pressures athletes face, not just on the field but off the field, whether that be about your performance or whether that be about your personal life. I guess, how do you stay mentally stable and how do you navigate through it when people are sending you negative social media comments and the press is talking about you? How do you sort of navigate through that and stay strong?
That's all that stuff you can't control. But
But for myself, it just comes down to my preparation of training. If I know I nail all my stuff that I need to, my video, educating myself on the opposite, against another side, preparing myself every way possible. I think it doesn't matter what anyone says on the outside world. As long as I know I'm doing my job, that's how I control it.
Are you ever on Instagram scrolling through your phone and just looking at this comment like, yo, I know this guy could not do what I do? Does that really get to you?
Oh, definitely, bro, definitely. But if I do reply to them, then they're just going to make another fake profile and try to roast me. But yeah, that stuff, that sort of does get to me. But like I said, bro, it's out of my control. And I know that if they were in my shoes, they probably couldn't do it.
You had probably one of my favorite posts. You had like this sign and it said, I don't care about your multi.
Right.
Yeah, and I think
blew up.
Yeah, and I think it wasn't just like rugby league players, it was athletes in general.
Yeah.
Were sharing that and being like, this is so important for people to understand. So can you just break that down and sort of the context behind that?
Oh, bro, you get heaps of people just messaging you, why didn't you score first? Or why didn't you pass the ball to another teammate to score the try? Or just stuff like that. And the whole reason why I put that up was just because people just go out of their way just to say that, bro. And bro, it's something I don't like.
Moving to Sydney, you've won domestically, you've won on a state level, you've won on a national level. What gets you up in the morning? Because I'm looking at your resume, and I'm just like, yo, we've done everything. So what gets you up? What keeps you motivated at this point?
Like you said, bro, I've been blessed to be a part of a really successful club, the Melbourne Storm, and they've definitely shaped me into the footy player I've always dreamt to be. I've come to realise that life's about helping people, and the whole reason I wanted to move to the Dogs is to help the next generation of footy players come through. I feel like it's just going to benefit the game, and I understand and know the game a lot now just because being at the Melbourne Storm. And like I said, just want to help the next generation of footy players come through. And when I'm 50 years of age, I just want to look back and be proud of what I've achieved and help people achieve great things in life.
It seems like family is very important to you, man. Like, you grew up with a lot of family. And I like how, it sort of reminds you of my culture. I like how you don't call your cousins, everyone's your brother.
100.
You know what I mean? So you got 100 brothers, you got 100 sisters. You know what I mean? And that doesn't say with my culture. And that's what once I saw that, I was like, yo, we can draw upon our cultures. It's so dope just to see that. 100%. So talk a little bit about that. Talk about, how your family influenced you and growing up with a ton of brothers and sisters.
Yeah, 100%, bro. So I'm one of 15. I've got over like 200 first cousins, and here, this is just full of blackfellas, bro. So they give me a reason to, achieve great things in life, and I just wanted to break that cycle for them. I'm happy to be back in Sydney to spend a bit more time with them. I moved down to Melbourne, to step out of my comfort zone, and I thought it was about time to move back and spend a bit more time with them, because you can't take time back. So, but family is the reason why. I'm here today.
And did you get homesick in Melbourne? Because, what's it like for like a Sydney boy raised here to go to Melbourne? And Melbourne's a bit hipster.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? It's a bit hipster. What was it like going down there?
Melbourne was good, bro. I love the club and I love the boys down there, bro.
Yeah.
They're my brother boys, and I definitely miss it now, but I definitely, I got a bit homesick towards the end of it, and when I lost my grandfather, Wally, I just realised life was too short, and I couldn't. I just wish I spent more time with him, bro. And like I said, bro, you can't take time away. So you can't take time back. Sorry. So that's the whole reason I wanted to move back, for my kids to grow up with our family, and and show these kids what it's about to be successful and make those sacrifices.
Yeah, man. And like honestly, man, I love that energy, and I think that. One thing that I respect about you and other athletes like Latrell is that you guys are very vocal. You guys are you guys are sort of a group of athletes in Australia with actually, you embrace your culture.
Yep.
You're smart brothers, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're very educated.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because you don't get to the position where you're in if you're not an educated person.
Yep.
You know what I mean? A lot of people think education comes from books and that. It's not that. You know what I mean? It's not that. Sometimes you got to be street smart, and sometimes you have to be able to see things from a different perspective, and that's a part of your education. So, it's very refreshing to see, like, you guys being vocal and you guys being proud Indigenous men, and obviously you being vocal about it.
Yeah, 100%, bro. When I was growing up, it was tough, bro. People see us blackfellas as they're like a stereotype sort of thing. Like, they're nothing but troublemakers. They're all on the drugs. They're all on the alcohol, all that kind of stuff. And there's good and bad in every race, bro. So I just wanted to, break that cycle and achieve great things. And I'm just proud of where I come from, who I am. I'm a black fella from Australia, bro, and always represent, bro. That's it.
Yeah. Where does that sort of need and want to help people come from?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I just get that satisfaction of just helping people, putting a smile on people's faces. When I muck around on Instagram, bro, I love when people laugh at what I do, and I just love putting a smile on people's faces, bro. It just puts a smile on my face, really.
That's cool. It's cool to say that. It's really refreshing, you know what I mean? It's really refreshing. Because I've even noticed, even with your social media, like, you reply to everything. You talk to all your fans. You actually get in the comments, you reply to the comments, and you can tell it really makes people's day. You know what I mean? Do you is that a plan of yours to focus on the branding, or is that just something that you just like to do?
Nah, I love doing it, bro. I could be walking past someone, or I could be shaking someone's hand that's going through a tough day, or you don't know who's going through a tough time, and just to have a conversation, or just to say hello, or just to take a photo could change someone's life, bro. And I take that everywhere I go, and it's just as simple as that.
And just going back to now, you coming back to Sydney, playing for a club like Bulldogs, which has such a long history. The Bulldogs fan base is you know how it is. They're loyal, they're loud too. Like, it doesn't matter if they're having losing seasons or winning seasons, they're gonna let you know who they are, where they're from, and I guess what the club represents. Going into a leadership position is something that you want to do coming into this year? Because I was watching an interview with Craig Bellamy, and he was talking about last year, he was saying, during the period of time that you were there, you definitely got better as a player, but he said most importantly, you got better as a leader. So, is that something that you're looking to sort of get into with the Bulldogs?
Yeah, definitely, bro. I think moving to the Bulldogs, I pretty much had no choice but to be a leader. Just because of the things I've achieved in rugby league. We've got a lot of young boys at the Bulldogs at the moment, and I'm just willing to help anyone go. I turn up to training every day, and they're just willing to learn and to work hard, and that's all you need in rugby league. If you're willing to learn and turn up for your teammate, it's fun. Rugby league's fun, bro.
Did you always want to be a leader? I mean, right now you're a role model right now. Like I said before, to a lot of people, a lot of kids, a lot of players coming up, you're a role model now. You're a leader. Yeah. Did you always want to be a leader, or is it something that just sort of happened?
It just sort of happened for me, bro. No matter where I've gone, I've always been myself, and it just happened so quick for me, bro. I moved down to Melbourne for an opportunity, bro, and I achieved a lot of things down there, but it just happened so quick for me, bro. And I've always had that saying, good things happen to good people, bro. So I've always...
Yeah.
Bro, so.
No, I rate that. No, it's good, man. It's exciting, man. I think a lot of people are excited for this season and sort of excited to see, what you're going to bring to the table. And imagine that first Bulldogs home game,
100%, bro. People just need to realise, bro, we're a brand new team, brand new coaches. It's our first year together. Everyone's new. Success doesn't happen overnight, bro, so...
Yeah. We know the significance of Redfern, in the Indigenous culture.
Yep.
I mean, looking around us right now has definitely changed a lot in the last 10, 15 years. What are your thoughts on the gentrification? Do you think it's a positive? Do you think it's a negative? What are your thoughts on this for someone who grew up here?
I grew up when it was tough, bro. When it was tough, and none of these buildings here, bro. I was dead set a grass patch, and then there was a couple of homes just on the left there. But the positive I see of it is, for these younger fellas here, bro, we've got a gym here. We never used to have those things, so, bro, I think it is a positive that the community are growing, and we just want the best for these kids, because when I was growing up, we had none of this, bro. It was sort of us against the world sort of thing, and now that everyone's listening and doing the right things for us, it's it's special, bro, and I'm proud to be a part of it, bro. It's mad.
Mad. I mean, it's definitely changed, man. Bro,
it used to be all burnt buildings here, bro. Literally, there used to be old kindergarten here that was burnt down.
A
lot of junkies, all that kind of stuff, bro. But I wouldn't change it for the absolute world, bro. I wouldn't change it for the absolute world.
What was it like for you and boys running amok around here, man? Shout out to all the boys watching as well.
Shout out to all the boys, all the brothers, bro. That's it.
What was it like for you guys to grow up here? How does that sort of influence you growing up with the boys, growing up with our family, a real close-knit community?
Yeah, like I said, I grew up all over Sydney, bro, but this was always my home. Like I said, bro, I was only a couple of houses just on this block here, and it was tough, bro. Like I said, there was a lot of violence, a lot of drugs, a lot of alcohol, all that kind of stuff, and we used to run amok here, bro. It used to be stolen cars, everything drive through here, bro. Motorbikes. The police just built a big building, bro, so they can look down here, bro. Yeah, I'm proud to be a part of it, bro. This is my home, bro. This is my home.
You know, you talk a lot about, you know, some of the things that you experienced growing up.
Yep.
Some of the hardships that you had. Obviously, this wasn't a rough area. But when I talk to you, bro, you're bubbly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got a positive attitude.
Yeah, always,
Even speaking to your manager, Mario.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's also a great dude. You can tell that you surround yourself with family-orientated people,
Always.
good people. So, growing up the way you did,
Yeah.
how do you sort of get the personality that you have?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just think, I don't know. I think it's just the people I hang around, bro. I'm like, you know, everyone I hang around, I think, yeah, we're funny, bro. All that kind of stuff. No, I don't know, bro. I just, you know, I believe good things happen to good people, sort of thing. And
Yeah.
yeah, what you see is what you get with me, bro. Yeah, if you take a bit of respect at the same time, it'll take you far in life. And I've always held that close to my heart. And what you see is what you get, bro, right here.
And also, another interesting thing about you, I was looking to how your totem is the echidna and goanna. So explain that to people who have no idea what that is and sort of break that down for us.
It just represents my tribe, bro. So in my culture, you're not allowed to eat your totem because we believe that they're the protector. They're protector of our people. My totems, like you just said before, the echidna and goanna, they're from Wellington, but I've got family up in Cairns there. My totem up there is crocodile and the sea eagle, bro. So,
That's mean though.
crazy, bro.
Yeah,
it's freaky, bro. It's freaky.
Yeah. I thought this would be a great opportunity for you to sort of like, you know, educate, you know, the audience and educate even myself about, you know, what country you're from and, you know, sort of, you know, what your culture represents to you and how does that how does that impact you as a person?
It's who I am, bro. It's who I am. I just want to make my family proud, my culture proud. I just want my kids to grow up proud of who they are and where they come from. And because our culture, my culture, got taken away from us. So, but yeah, bro, I live and breathe it, bro. I live and breathe it.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be black, bro.
Yeah,
Simple as that, you know
man,
what I mean?
trust me, I'm proud to be black too, man.
That's it, bro.
I'm proud to be black too, so I'm glad you said that, man. We're here, man.
These young kids are the next generation that they're going to teach their kids, and their kids are going to teach their kids, bro. So,
yeah.
And we didn't get the chance to do that, bro. So what we're doing now with our platform, we're trying to teach these kids, you know, be proud and go learn about your language, go learn about dance, go learn about, you know, songs and where you grew up and all that kind of shit, bro. So
yeah,
it's yeah, I wouldn't change for the absolute world, bro. There's always going to be hate when you talk about the truth, bro. But as long as I've got my family and my friends, it doesn't really matter, bro.
So what do you got to say to the kids like this guy, kids like this kid, a lot of the kids that grow up in the area, you know, that look at you like a role model, look at you as, you know, a beacon of hope to something to aspire to, you know, and I know that's a bit heavy. I know that's a bit heavy. You know, do you have any advice to give them? Because you're in a unique situation where you're actually from this community. Yeah. They look at you like, yo, this is one of us, this is one of our brothers.
Yeah, it spins me out, bro. You know, I used to be one of these kids, bro.
Yeah.
Looking up to, you know, Nathan Merritt, Anthony Mundine, and you know, the advice I'd give to them, bro, is whatever you go through in life, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and if you hang around the right people, you know, that will guide you to, you know, what you want to achieve. You know, you make sacrifices, goals, and like I said, show a bit of respect wherever you go. It'll take you far in life, bro, and I've always had that. And I've always had that work ethic, bro. Was always willing to work hard, be better than the person next to me, and I always wanted to be number one, bro, and it got me to where I am today, bro, and I didn't let anything stand in my way. You know, I always had it in my head that I was always going to play first grade. I was always going to, even if I played one game, it didn't matter, bro, but I've been so grateful for all the stuff that's happened in my life, the good, the bad. It's definitely shaped me into the man I am today, bro, and I wouldn't change an absolute thing. You know, I've seen a lot of things in my life that, you know, young kids shouldn't see, but, you know, I've seen, you know, family members go down the wrong, close family members go down the wrong track, but, yeah, it's definitely shaped me into the man I am today, bro, and I wouldn't change an absolute thing.
And talking about work ethic, I know that was one of the big parts of what you just said.
Yeah.
Who installed that work ethic in you?
Oh,
who gave you that sort of that juice to just keep going, don't stop? If you gotta, because you gotta work. If you're gonna be a professional athlete or whatever you do, you gotta put in a lot of work.
Oh, 100%.
So who installed that in you?
Probably, yeah, definitely my mum, my dad, and my grandfather, Wally. My mum was a single mother.
Yeah.
My dad always worked. He was over in Perth working in the mines, but my grandfather being a professional athlete, I thought back in them days for blackfellas it was hard to earn a bit of money with what they deserve, sort of thing. So
Yeah.
I learned a lot off him, bro. And like I said, bro, whatever I went through, bro, I didn't let that affect me, sort of thing. So.
And obviously you're more than just an athlete, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of athletes and artists, you get boxed into one thing. Obviously, your focus is obviously getting better as a player, focusing on your team. But what sort of things are you doing outside of sports that sort of preparing you for the game outside? Because, everyone, you can't be Father Time.
Yeah.
Everyone has a certain period of playing time.
Oh, 100%, bro. Like, footy's not around forever, bro. I'm having my Let's Trot merch coming out very soon. I've got a couple of businesses happening at the moment. Like I said, bro, I just want to help people, help Indigenous kids, find work and have that transition after school when they finish school, come into work and work at a safe environment.
Yeah. Why that? Why is that so important to you?
Like I said, bro, I just like helping people, bro, and if it's going to help some kid out there achieve their goals, and it's satisfying to me.
Well, listen, man, it's been great chatting with you, bro. It's been a good day. It's been good to finally link up. I know we've been trying to do this for a while, but yeah, man, what you're doing, not just in the sport but outside of the sport, is extremely inspiring, and it's very refreshing to see an athlete that has culture, has confidence, and is also very educated. You know what I mean? So, appreciate you coming onto the show, and yeah, good luck coming onto the next season.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for having me, boys.
Easy.
Appreciate it.
No, I got you.
My man.
No, it's cool.